There we go. Sorry about that. My screen shut off, and I was like, what happened? Oh, yeah, it'd be wise to maybe charge your computer so the battery doesn't die. That would be helpful. Okay. I feel like garbage past 2 days. Still have a fever, but it's excuse me. It's a low grade now, but it still makes me feel kind of, how fevers make you feel. So, I've just been kind of taking it easy today, and I figured, I'm not working out today, I'm not physically exerting myself, trying to conserve energy because I'm sick, blah, blah, blah. I need a day of rest anyways. And so I've pretty much just been hanging out in my room, watching motivational, inspirational videos. And you know what? This is what I was going to work on, see. Even when I'm sick and I'm like, I'm not going to do, I still want to work on something, accomplish something. So, what I did right this morning was what I wanted to focus on today, because I was taking it easy day. So today's focus, tried to figure out what it is exactly that I want to focus on moving forward as my career or field. Fields of interest: energy work, healing, clearing, readings, Reiki, metaphysics, magic, prophecy. There's counseling, astro psychology, entrepreneurship, create or innovate a product or service, pioneering in innovation. Then there is angelology, demonology, deliverance. Then there is intuitive coaching. One thing I've always wanted to do is speaking at symposiums just on life, being a survivor, conqueror of life, like mine. So, writer, author, journalist, poet, singer, songwriter, dance, choreography, social work, herbology, plant medicine, hypnotherapy, pathology, neuroscience. Hence why I've had a teeny tiny bit of an issue trying to find something. How do I choose? That's like choosing a favorite child out of all your kids. Like, that's impossible. So that has been a struggle upon struggle upon struggle upon struggle upon struggle for me. It's like I don't ever like to put anything, myself or anything in my life, into a box, like into one thing. That's what used to make me so angry and upset when I was a kid, and I was always asked what I wanted to be. What do you want to do when you grow up? How can someone who loves to learn everything, like literally learning and seeking knowledge, I have a lust for learning. And that's what I said at 12 back then, was I would just stay in school for the rest of my life and learn, take courses on things I was interested in that I wanted to learn. That. Then I got in a thing for a while where I wanted to travel to Egypt and become an archaeologist. And then I wanted to cure disease, so pathologist. I love the brain and the study of the brain, so that brought me to neuroscience. Yet I love to learn about the inner structural workings of the brain, but I also love the psychological aspects. So then I thought, okay, if I could incorporate psychology, counseling, some sort of, whether that's relationship, personal, family, anyone who's suffering with addictions or traumas or suicide or depression, things like that. Everything I've been through. I have a lot of dreams and ideas and hopes and wishes. And basically, if I had resources and means and land and materials, I would just purchase land and build a rescue and rehabilitation sanctuary for millennials, my kiddos that I love out there, 25 and under, or take. And I picture it where they would get all the healing, live there, no charge, and incorporate things like meditation, yoga, hypnotherapy, herbology, plant medicine, nutrition, yoga, did I already say that? Sound therapy, light therapy, music therapy, minerals as far as like salt baths and astropsychology. Well, actually, astroneuropsychology. Where they would be able to have counseling to work through traumas and issues and behaviors and all kinds of stuff. Live on campus. I don't really care for that term because it's not a campus. Access to educational resources. Everyone lives as in a community. Everybody pulls their weight and has certain responsibilities. One may be, sweeping the grounds or cleaning up after meals or whatever. Incentive and reward and individualized care, where it's like mom who would adopt every lost kiddo out there if I could. They have that love too, not just some stuffy psychiatrist like, here's your prescription. So, having access to instruments, artistic supplies, paint, easels, canvas. Those are just examples, but back to my dude again, Elon Musk with his Ad Astra school. And I like that, except only thing I would suggest is not to be all technology based, but kids need play and fun and discovery and exploration, as I'm sure he's well aware of that. But music and art, is almost required in as expression comes in many forms. There may be more mathematically geared kids who enjoy things like, let's say, coding or calculus and things like that. Me, not so much. Boring. Like, I would never want to be an accountant or like a financial anything or a mathematician. But to those who do, fantastic, because everyone is needed for every reason like that. For me, I wish I would have had access to musical instruments as a kid, and, well, I mean, we did have a piano at home. Oh boy. Welcome to my life. Sorry about that. I might have to do this for a second. Hang on. Sorry about that. Anyways, so yeah, I'm just hanging out in my room with some kind of sickness, illness, flu-like. I'm really hoping it's not CoronaCon. Has anyone else noticed, as of late, just since like September 11th, that Mr. Trump has been making some very big power play moves in the media? He cracks me up. Oh. I appreciate the man's no bullshit attitude. As in, cut to the chase, get to the point, get it done, or you're fired. I had to. Sorry. The Donald. But anyways, I was appreciative when he was president for some things that he did during his presidency, such as signing the executive order against EMP attacks. I appreciate that. And other things he did that probably the majority of people missed. I know the truthers out there and the truth seekers and the activists and those who are awakened and searching down deep dark rabbit holes of information. They're probably aware, but I noticed in different things, different interviews or photo ops or wherever he went to see the Pope and Melania had the black veil. I was like, yeah. So they're standing there and the press is snapping pictures and it's Melania, Mr. Trump, and the Pope. And they're standing there and Mr. Trump's hand is, down at his side and the Pope's hand is down at his side and they're near each other and Mr. Trump literally goes and the Pope went like that. I almost lost it. I was hysterical. Hi, B. I made a cup. I'm still sick, so I've been in bed and chillaxing all day and feeling like garbage. But my fever has gone down a little bit, and my one roommate gave me some baby aspirin yesterday, so I've been taking them regularly to keep my fever down. I was just talking about random things, like I did a lot of video watching today and prayer and meditation, and I watched motivational and inspirational, mostly Elon Musk videos. It's the only other person in this world I know, well, I don't know him, but who's probably the closest like-minded person to me that exists. So I follow his work a lot because anyways, made a couple new videos. Are they venting videos? I gotta say, B, I was so super proud of you when you vented and expressed your frustration and anger. I was like, yes. Like Zach De La Rocha from Rage Against the Machine even said, anger is a gift. And I know why. Or I think I know why. Because it's a catalyst for change. However, it truly is a gift. And I wish people would suppress their anger less, especially when it's rightly initiated. I sent you a link. It has good and okay. Well, I got a lot of intuitive messages today in my day of rest, R&R. I didn't work out, trying to conserve my energy because I'm sick. I eye sockets are achy, my neck's achy. It's like the flu. I just hope it's not Coronacon. But if it is, and I don't die, at least I'll be immune to yet this mutated strain of it as well. InfoWars. Does, what's his name? Still do InfoWars? What's his name? It's just totally left my mind. What the heck is his name? Now I gotta look it up. Alex Jones. Thank you. Jonathan Davis from Korn did an interview with him back during, I think it was Obama's rule. Joe Obama, Biden. Obama Lama Ding Dong. I can't. Obama. Oh, Barack Osama bin Laden. Oh, wait, oops. I can't. I just can't. There's no filter to it. I'm sorry. That was what I was talking about with Elon, is like, I know how his mind works, because mine is the same way, and it's just Rain Man. We all know this. However, I am neither successful nor rich as he is. Working on it. But as far as the multitude of fields of study and work, yeah. So he inspires me and motivates me probably more than anyone in this world that is just like me and has the same ambitions and goals and things like I do. I don't mean inspires me or motivates me any less than you or whatever, in different ways, but I'm saying for very specific reasons. I don't idolize the man or like bow down to him or anything like that, or exalt him in any way. He inspires me. So I take his advice very seriously, and I take it to heart, and I follow his work very closely. So today I decided, while I'm in bed all day and it was raining, well, there was a reprieve for about an hour, and I went out back in the woods and I just sat on the wood pile with the trees around, and I prayed out loud in private. And it was so great. I prayed for deliverance and rescue and providence and blessing in my life. That's what I prayed for. So today, I thought, okay, I'm not going to work. I'm not going to work out. I'm not, I'm just resting. However, being the glutton for punishment workaholic that I am, I decided I was going to focus on something today. So my focus was to try to figure out what it is exactly that I want to focus on moving forward as a business or career or field of study and work. This is what I narrowed it down to. It's everything from energy work and metaphysics and demonology and deliverance to writing, authorship, journalism, poetry, singer-songwriter, herbology, plant medicine, neuroscience, pathology, astropsychology, counseling, and I got some intuitive messages about my zodiac and natal chart information that I was guided to look into further. Well, I have my North Node is in Scorpio. So the South Node is in Taurus, meaning that in my higher self life, multidimensionally, or in resulting past lives, whatever, I have been very successful and a leader with power in some capacity. This incarnation, I am supposed to focus not on the things of the world and of achievement and success in, let's say, wealth or business or anything like that, but home and family. And I was saying before my live stream cut off earlier, because I forgot to charge my battery, that had I known this 20-25 years ago, I would have happily just been a stay-at-home mom, homemaker, maybe had a little side business or something for spending money, and that's totally fulfilling to me because there's nothing on this planet I have loved more than being a mom, literally. But since that was ripped away from me in every way, shape, and form, and it's been quite a few years, and my youngest, Benny, is gonna be 17 in February, I know logically, just common sense tells me that if I were to achieve success somehow, or have some type of income or resources or transportation or wherewithal, means to make things happen, I would be able to spend time with my sons regularly. Daily would be my preference, although they wouldn't like that too much, but I do. Because I could go whenever I want. Now, and for a long time, I've been restricted. No vehicle, no money, living here. It's always locked in a cage. So that would open a door of opportunity to reunite and reunify my boys with me, or fly Steven and the girls out every so often and actually, I don't know, get to actually be a grandmother instead of have my grandkids grow up not knowing me. So, I, all my life, have solved problems easily, and I learn very quickly, and I grasp concepts easily, and I was always above average, in that respect. But this inner healing, spiritual development journey, and trying to find myself, my purpose, my passion, has been the hardest thing and most frustrating, because I have never experienced, that's untrue. Once in my life, many, many years ago, I experienced not being able to figure something out or solve it or grasp it. So it's foreign to me because I really haven't experienced that. Not like tooting my own horn, that's just how it is. So the fact that I have been struggling is like maddening to me. And then I found out with the North Node in Scorpio placement that I have defined my life based upon how my parents taught me, raised me, told me, treated me, opinion, everything. Always trying to live up to expectations, and that is very true, as we all know. Pressure to excel, pressure to perform, pressure to achieve. So, a lot of pressure on me. child healing, releasing traumas that may or may not be known to me. They may be subconscious or suppressed. You know how some children, let's say they get molested or abused, and their mind as a defense mechanism suppresses that, so they don't have the trauma of having to remember it or deal with it. If something is suppressed, one is unaware that it exists. So, I'm sure knowing, like the curses and the attacks on my family and me, and since being in the womb, having dark force, I don't know what to call it. Whatever. Things have come back to me now, especially the last couple of years, and in all this inner work and spiritual development. I've uncovered a lot that I did not know. I had sensed that those things were there, and then I've confirmed a lot throughout, all this healing stuff and what it reveals, and dark nights of the soul. I've had a dark life of the soul, not night. I know that my life has been the way it has been, and the suffering and struggling. I know that there is a reason for that now. I spent most of my life at a loss as to why I had the worst luck of anyone on this planet, why I was cursed. I used to ask my mom if, the moon was blood red when I was born or something. Nothing ever working out for me or going right, or never having happiness, or everyone always going away, and fears and abandonment and all kinds of stuff. And I am supposed to take all of these experiences, all of the knowledge, and then the wisdom I gained from both, and use that somehow to teach or lead or guide or counsel or show others or help or heal or whatever. How to do that? I don't know. I would love to write an autobiography. And pretty much my journals are that. And so is social media online. It's a digital format journal, diary, day-to-day vlog, autobiography. To write, become an author, and then speak at symposiums like the life of an undiagnosed autist / genius / failure / anomaly, I don't know, and school of life, and defying death, and basically with the whole premise of, if I can do it, anyone can, and that's the God's honest truth. Survivor, exactly. And conqueror. I'm not suicidal. I think a lot of people in my position, and having not had a break in years from it, and it being a relentless, torturous cycle of nothing, no one, struggle, homeless, this, that, and the other, illness, a lot of others would probably be very suicidal. That's sad, but it's true. or wouldn't be here at all. And believe you me, came close to that how many times, and almost succeeded. But I am the definition of a nonconformist who is politically incorrect. I am rough around the edges. I'm brutally honest and direct. I have high expectations on myself and others because I'm a hater of laziness and complacency. And I think if people more or less found within themselves their potential as well as their passions, this world would be a much different place than having Siri do everything for everyone, or everything being about convenience and luxury and instant gratification. Anyways, I just, within the last year, because I never in my life even considered it as a possibility or an option at all, it just wasn't even in my spectrum. But as far as music is probably the one thing I'm most passionate about, because it has and does speak to me, and it's within me, and it's everything to me, and I never in a million years would ever think I would have anything to do with music or anything. Rewind to a year ago, listening to Slipknot of all things, and being that I am not a falsetto, that's probably my quarter of a century of smoking, I don't know. But I actually have a singing voice. It needs work, and I have been working on it. This has been my little side secret. I've been practicing singing. That's why it's been irritating being homeless and in shelters and living with others, because I don't have anywhere where I can just, whether for therapy or for practice, sing. It's not quiet. So I feel hindered all the time by circumstances. And I write, we all know this, but I have written poetry my whole life. And I started writing rhymes and songs, love songs, raps, metal songs. If you watch my last live, the one that got cut off at the end when my battery died, I read/sang some of them. And if I had a studio or instruments where I could put a beat to, I've used beat making apps, but they're kind of generic and don't give you many free options. So I'll go on YouTube or something. 909 in case there's someone who needs that. 3869. Okay. And I also got earlier today that I wanted to throw out there. Intuitive empath. There's someone who needs to hear that. Like a sensitive, a psychic. Triple twos, 222. and the message of find the magic within yourself because you are magical. So whoever that goes to, much love and blessings. Anywho, sorry about that. When little messages come through, that's what they do. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, so I read them, and then incorporating like the choreography and dance and ecstatic spiritual trance dance, hypnotica I call it, which I find so powerful as far as trance meditation and moving energy, as well as therapeutic. And I noticed within literally 1 week's time, not weight loss as far as like, oh, I look like a skinny stick in 1 week, or no, I noticed my muscle tone and balance. I was incredulous when I looked in the mirror and I could see like the definition of my muscle. I was like, 1 week? It's awesome. Bravery. Hey, bro. So yeah, I would love, like, that's one of my dreams, my little private hidden dreams of like working with someone like Corey Taylor or Jonathan Davis or Tech9 or King ISO or Yellow Wolf or and collaborating and putting music to my words. And if I had to choose my focus of what I wanted to focus on moving forward in fields of interest, if I had to choose what made me the happiest, it would be music, a toss-up between music and counseling, helping, guiding, healing others. That's how do I incorporate? Like, okay, no money, no home, no vehicle, no one, no resources, no tools, no instruments, no studio. I have been a wreck over this because I have been so angry that my physical, material, and financial situations and issues are what's preventing me from progressing or feeling able to practice or be able to do or work. I have been at a loss, man. So I continue to just keep on working with what I've got. I've got pens. I usually can scrape together $1.50 and walk to Dollar General and get a notebook when I run out of pages. Somehow, some way. I am very resourceful because I've had to be, and I've had to make something out of nothing, literally, to survive. But at this point, 3 years is beyond. I'm done. I want justice. I want these financial, material, circumstantial issues of my life to be remedied. I want my government to do right by me and to provide for me a home so I'm not homeless anymore. Since the Housing Authority wrongly evicted me last September during a I want justice. I want compensation for the horrors of suffering and pain I have endured, sleeping in a porta potty in Wilkes-Barre and park benches, and the fear of being a single female out on the street, being ripped away from my kids over and over, and that trauma and shattering of my heart. I want recompense for that in one way, shape, or form. I want justice, and I will not stop until I get it. But I don't know how to do it alone, with nothing, no one. Like, what more can I do? I have gone from contacting the DA to the state representative. I've walked in every town they shuffled me to and got me a hotel room or found a shelter or this or that, to policemen, to these agencies. I'm still homeless. Fail, 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 fail. My kids and our relationship is good now, but oh my God. Like, as a mother, having your kid, I'm not going there, but I want justice, and I also want to live my life, not just try to find a way to survive and exist every day. And that's what it's been, Groundhog Day, over and over. And I have done my fair share and more of work on myself, inner healing work, spiritual development. As you guys know, this path is not for the weak. And it's a lot of hard work, on top of trying to innovate or pioneer some way of generating an income so that I can live life, not just exist. So my quality of life is terrible, but that's not on my hands or because of me in it. Circumstances, resources, finances, blah blah blah, access, support, all that. See, next comes action. Write if you love to write. For goodness sakes, sing if you love to sing. Then abundance comes. I do. But see, then it sucks because I usually go out the backyard and there's a trail and it's all woods back there. So I go sing out there. But I need music to sing to. And I don't have phone service. So I can only use the Wi-Fi when I'm here at the house. And if I go away from the house, I have no music to sing to. So, like, I like to sing along with certain artists because our voices complement each other. Like Corey Taylor, John Davis, and Chester Bennington, although he is a master and he's a little higher tone than I am. Mine's a little deeper, more baritone than it is falsetto, that's for sure. So I have not attempted to do any screams or growls, but I would love to try that. I love everything metal to dubstep to speed rap to the beat of gangster rap and like political, like Rage Against the Machine, System of a Down. I love millennial metalcore bands like Motionless in White and Falling in Reverse, and rappers like Kid Bookie and Tech Nine. And I love to dance to dubstep beats. Like, my dance is very odd. It's not your typical like flowy or no, mine's like pop and lock, but every body part is moving at a certain, and if I think that's because there are so many things going on like chaotically in dubstep. Like, you've got 18 different beats and rhythms and instruments and things going at one time, and that's how Rain Man works. So I'm able to physically keep up and do that. Like, this beat's going, so we'll start there, and then this beat's going, so we'll incorporate that, and then this beat's going, so we'll incorporate that, and they all go at the same time. And when I have the few times with the few people I have danced in front of, I'm working out my lifelong stage fright trauma still. Severe stage fright. Plus the fact that I only started singing about a year ago. And, well, I sang when I was a kid, and I can't say that. I sang a couple times when I was a kid, and I surprised my sister with my voice and everything, but I just never considered it as an option for me. Like, it didn't exist. So, a year ago, I started singing to Slipknot, because Corey Taylor's voice and mine, especially in songs like Vermilion or Duality or something like that, we have similar tones, even Soul Wave for Earth. Anyways, I may get up the nerve one day, I'm not making any promises, but I may get up the nerve one day to either do a video or a live stream and sing along to a song called Tearjerker by Korn. That's my favorite song of all time. It is me, in, out, through, within, without, all of me. That song is me. And I would, like, another dream is to do a duet with John. That song, Tearjerker, because someone heard me sing it and they were just like, they literally said to me, "You have the voice of an angel." And I was like, what? Okay. And I'm not good at taking compliments, so I get real socially awkward with that. I don't know, like, do I say thank you? Or, like, when I get compliments, it's just weird. It makes me feel weird. I'm nothing to my one true love. I sing to the replays in my mind. Don't sound good. Wrong words. Who cares? Make a joyful noise. Dance naked, figurative. I have done naked yoga. I will admit it and confess I have done naked yoga in my room, in my old house. It was quite odd, but I don't know, it was really pretty cool. It felt like tribal, like indigenous or something. It was pretty cool. So, hi Anthony, I have a track called Anger. I love it. Yeah, most of mine are as well. anger, suffering, unrequited love, loss, pain. Yes. Okay, so this is called Confessions Book 1. Somehow I got real low. I fell down this deep dark hole. My whole life was out of control. And I was being mind controlled. Lost all my self-control. I was really far from home and really far from whole. So many places I have roamed. Been so long since I had a home. Oh, pardon me. I'm Jen, but call me Metronome. Please make yourself at home. I'll share my story with this poem. Ever since I can remember, I thought every other kid, and grown up too, could talk to God and knew Him just like I did. But that was not true. No, not the case, I'd soon find out. So into the world I then went out. Stormy seas tossing me about. High school dropout. Parents kicking me out. Passing out. Friends hanging out. My demons lashing out. Acting out. No way out. Asked out. I'm out. I'm looking for a way out. A real dead end. Dead inside and outside dying. Nothing ever working out. But I never quit trying. All the suffering and so much crying, begging, pleading, borrowing, and more crying. Melancholy songs I'd sing, and more crying. Hoping for better things, and more crying. Never happening, I'm fucking dying. A fruitful harvest bounty. Success, achievement, victory. No, of course not me. The failure. So disappointing, all life long, alone and lonely. No one is like me. So far the only. So far it's just me. So fucking lonely. So fucking over it. Suicidal tendencies. Contemplating suicide. Knife blade slicing. Fuck, I'm dying. Ambulance riding. And with this writing, I am describing a life I wasn't liking. A life I spent in hiding. So depriving and unexciting. That old life I'm rewriting with the words I'm reciting. Imagining loved ones reuniting. Now I'm smiling and compiling more writing. It's inspiring, and by rhyming, self I'm finding. With love undying, warrior fighting, I'm finding me. So, Morgellons has to do with neural lace, those polymers, polynucleotides, neural dust, electronic surveillance. Musk. Oh, sync. I can't believe you just said that, Anthony. No coincidences. I literally just got done talking about Elon Musk. I was saying how he is literally the only person in this world I have ever seen that is like me. And you got talent for sure. Aw, gotta go. I love you too, B, very, very much. Thank you for saying that. Told you, I'm terrible with compliments. I love you, B. I follow him very closely. His work, other things, interviews, I keep up. He's like the male version of me, except successful and rich. I'm unfulfilled and homeless. But anyways, having Rain Man is what I call my mind. Childhood genius, high school dropout, that's me. I know how his mind works because mine works the same way. And I spent a lot of time today watching his videos because I have the same types of aspirations and dreams and drives and fields of study that I enjoy, similar to him. And what he has done and accomplished and is trying to do, in my opinion, until, if ever, I'm proven wrong, which I always hope for the best with everyone and give everyone the benefit of the doubt. Even if I doubt, I still give the benefit of the doubt. In my opinion, just based on being who I am and how much I observe and read energy and am able to take in mannerisms, words, inflections, body movements, things like that, implications within words, and read energy as well, I'm usually pretty good at judging whether someone has an ulterior motive or a hidden agenda or something like that. I question that, of course, with any billionaire, trillionaire, technocrat, industry leader. I do. Every politician and bureaucrat, yes, I do. But I give the benefit of the doubt, first and foremost. And he inspires me and motivates me in the ways of being like-minded and having this just similar life experiences, childhood, family traumas, and bullying. That's just a lot of things. Being oddly different and plus he's a Cancer sun and I'm a Cancer rising, so my Cancer gets his Cancer and I understand it. And Cancer is the most psychic sign in the zodiac. So with that being said, I know what that entails because I'm the same way. Intellectually and intuitively. Transhumanism, not saying it's him that done it, more the ideology behind what's being used in Morgellons, the neural lace concept being used to harm, control him. Yeah, and yes, you are exactly correct. Yes. Stamp of approval, yes. And that's not the only thing, but yes, that is a part of it. However, I pay attention to more than people's words, and I have seen quite a bit with him when it comes to him and his motivation for developing these things is in an attempt to combat what he knows is possible as far as these technologies and AI and things like that being used against humanity. And as his own words, he stated, with the advance of AI technology, AI machines, bots, whatever you want to call them, will outdo humans in every way, outthink them, outperform them, outrun them, strength, every field. So he is developing the neural implant with a mindset of, if you can't beat them, because it would be impossible, and that's just a fact. Computers learn exponentially. So it's like humans would be a 64-bit computer, an AI bot would be a quantum computer at 128. double. You're never going to catch up. It's always going to be ahead. So he said, can't beat them, join them. You gotta have a way to boost humanity's chance of even having a chance at all. And I get that, because I know his race to Mars, because if, let's say, someone who has plans of domination or rulership or corruption or destruction or anything like that were to get there first, well, that's galactic law. You first on a planet, you stake your claim there and you make the rules. And I wouldn't want someone who is dark, evil, corrupt, whatever term, not in integrity, to have any access to be able to control or manipulate anything off this planet or beyond it. I mean, we can all clearly see the destruction done here by corrupt ones. Have a playlist on my channel, the Lime one. A few important clips there. Anyway, good night. Gotta go take care. Bless, Anthony. Thank you for coming. The Lime one. A few important clips there. Okay, I'll check that out. Let me write it down because I don't forget. Just write me in. I'll let it go. Lime playlist. Okay, got that. Excuse me, be right back. Okay. Anyways, so I think I'm gonna get out of here too. I just wanted to hang out for a little while. I'm sick in bed, so figured why not connect for a little while. Alright guys, so yeah. And even if this video somehow exists years from now and someone watches it and I'm still alive and would be interested in some type of collaboration or discussion, hit me up. My email is jensden3@gmail.com. JENNSDEN3@gmail.com. Or you can find me on Facebook. Maybe. The only reason I still have a Facebook account is to stay in contact and keep up with what's going on with my sons. Otherwise, I would not have one. And my Facebook is Jennifer Lynne, Lynne, Osmulski, Osmulski, Barragan, Barrag, A-N. Osmolsky is my maiden name. Berrigan, married name. Never changed it when my son's dad and I split up. And that was because I wanted to have the same last name as my son. So when his dad and I got married, I changed my social security card and my driver's license and all that legally and took his last name. And then I never changed it back because I wanted to have the same last name as my son. So maybe I'm gonna go for now. And I'll just probably sit here, lay here, and maybe I'll find some inspiration to write a song. I did last month. I made a commitment to do one writing work a day, whether it was a poem, a song, a rap, a rhyme, whatever. Every day for 30 days, one writing work a day, without the pressure of, having to finish it, or that it's complete and perfect and revised and blah, blah, blah. Even if I got one verse in and that's all, that was good enough. I just wanted to get myself to commit to doing one per day. And I did. I kept it. And that's hard to do because for me, I need that inspiration. And there's not a lot of that in my life. So when it comes around, I take advantage. And alright, I'm out of here. I'll leave off with this sentiment. Love without affection is hate without the pain. So true. God bless corn. God bless John. Oh, that man knows suffering as I do. Alright guys, I love you. I'm gonna go make some tea and sit down and try to write. Peace.